there is one character that we might see return from the DCEU. James Gunn has come out and made a statement that Blue Beetle fits in very nicely with the DCU, much like Peacemaker. This comes from a clip circulating from an interview he had with Rotten Tomatoes while discussing the latest season of the HBO Max show.
Peacemaker was always in a weird place. You know, people say he's a part of the DCEU, but he wasn't really. He was a part of this in-between universe of DC when there was nobody really, making sure everything was connected, and at a time when they were going to rewrite everything with the Flash. We were kind of able to do whatever we wanted, and we had that brash ending, which I loved, was one of my favorite things in the whole season, but it just didn't fit in with the DCU. And Peacemaker almost, there's hardly anything that you need to change for him to slide very easily into the DCU. Same with Blue Beetle. They just kind of fit in very nicely. But maybe we have to retcon a couple of things, but this was the big one.
So based on what he's saying here, when he created Peacemaker and maybe even the Suicide Squad, he wasn't having it with the idea of being connected to the DCEU. He considers it to have been a project in an in-between state of what the DC live action universe was. I actually did finally recently watch Blue Beetle. It was cool. It seemed like a kind of direct to TV type of movie to me personally, possibly fitting to the same mold that maybe the Batgirl movie did, but hey, at least Blue Beetle got released. I do like that as a writer and director, James Gunn, when it comes to running DC, is taking this direction of, I don't need it to logically make sense. Do all of your different runs of Spider-Man or Batman or the Justice League, do they all make sense logically when you run them next to each other? And that seems to be the route that he's going with the DCU, and he's gonna be able to fit in old projects and old castings where he can and put new ones in where we might not expect. Let me know what you think of what James Gunn said down below. Do you want to see Blue Beetle make a return in the new DCU? And be sure to follow for more.